The crazy pentatonic mental shortcut. This is cool, man. Like, it pretty much, like, each of the 5 shapes can be broken down into 2 mini shapes, and it can help out in a lot of ways. So I'll get to that in a second, but first I just got to go over kind of some background of it. I haven't seen this before. Like, I've not seen this pattern pointed out before. I'm sure other people have pointed out, and if you're like a music theory aficionado, you'll be like, well, obviously, but get out of here. All right, look at this. So first, some background we need to know. All right, so here's our 5 pentatonic forms. You might have seen these before. Hopefully you have. And something that's kind of an important piece. You got to realize it's like puzzle pieces that all fit together. So what do I mean by that? Check it out. The bottom of form 1 is the same thing as top of form 2. This line right here is the same as this line right here. What? Okay, I'm talking about this line and this line. All right, what about form 2? So what about the bottom of form 2? What are you doing there? Top of form 3, same line. It's the same notes. It's a puzzle. Bottom of form 3, there you are. Top of form 4. Okay. And the bottom of form 4, top of form 5. And then this line right here, wink. We're back at form 1. See what I mean? Okay. Let's get an even better way to visualize that. What do we have here? Form 1. There you are, okay. How about if we move up a little bit? Now form 2. Form 3, I see you over here. And right here. It's like a big puzzle. You're just putting the pieces together. Form 4. Okay. And then form 5. There you are. And we're back to form 1. Form 1. If we had more space on this piece of paper, I could put a dot there, and then boom, 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 boom. Basically, you restart. Okay? That's important to know. Now, another piece that's important to know is, alright, so here's the fretboard. You know the video game Portal, where like you shoot the blue portal and you shoot the orange portal, and you can walk through them, and like, so you enter here, you're gonna exit there. You enter here, you're gonna exit there. This is kind of like that. And also, you say you're standing in the middle of the portal, you're in the same spot. And what do I mean by that? This is an E string. This is an E string. If you're here on the 8th fret of this E string, it'll be a C note, and on the 8th fret of this E string, it's a C note. It's the exact same spot. You're here, you're also here. It sounds confusing right now, but you'll see why I'm saying this in a second. Also, to memorize the strings, I saw this on a YouTube comment, but it just makes me laugh. E, A, D, G, B, E, every acid dealer gets busted eventually. Yeah, so that's important to know. Oh, also, this is another, just for the sake of the patterns. Anytime you reach this B string, you're gonna jump down 1 fret. And the theory behind it, like the music theory behind it, is basically when you go from this string to this string, like this fret on the E string to this fret on the A string, you're jumping up a 4th. Jump up a 4th to get to the D. Jump up a 4th to get to the G. Jump up a 3rd to get to the B, and then back to jumping up a 4th to get to the E. So that's the theory behind it, but just for the sake of the patterns, you're moving up 1 fret. You're moving down towards the bridge. Okay. Now here's where it starts getting juicy. Okay. So we're looking at all of our shapes here. Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, Form 4, Form 5. And what do we notice? I outlined it. I messed up on my drawing there, but just pretend there's no lines in the middle of it. And remember, when you're at the B string, it moves up 1 fret. Oh, what the heck? each of these shapes is made up of 2 boxes. This one, where you got 3 in a row, where you jump up 1 fret, and you got 2 in a row, where you jump up 2 frets. Same thing, 3 in a row, 1 fret, 2 in a row, 2 frets. Remember, these 2 notes are the same exact notes as right here, so it's about to just restart. Here's the bottom of the box, but there's only 6 strings. Same thing. You gotta move that up, move it up, just for the sake of the patterns. You gotta move it up that 1 fret at the B string. But you got your 1, 2, 3. This is equal to this, and then you got this section with the 2 fret jump. Same thing. Okay. So it's like, okay, that's cool. Let's look at it just on another diagram of it. I'll show you why this is really cool in a second. Yeah, so as you can see, I drew out the whole scale, whole pentatonic scale. We even repeated it one time. So here's your form 1 right here. I have little markers too. All right, here's a form 1. Here's a form 1. See? The whole thing's repeated. But this section is the same notes as this section. So say you're playing, sorry, it's my left hand. Say you're playing this note right here, the bottom middle of the mini box, the 1 fret box with 3. This note right here is the exact same. This note right here is the exact same. And then we'll even see, I didn't draw the boxes on this, but okay, here's our form 3. You can see here would be our, I'm just gonna call them mini boxes. I'm just gonna call it the mini box. It's shorter. This note right here, I'll even make this even more visually clear. This note right here is the same as this note. It's the same as this note. It's the same as this note. It's like, okay, why does that help? Because, well, I'll get to that at the very end, actually. Got a couple more pieces of paper I want to get through. Alright, so now, here we are. These notes are all the same. We'll do it first on the major scale. Here's our mini box. Here's our mini box. This is the scale degrees. I'd try not to get too much into that, just because that's a whole another video if you haven't gotten into those. It's simple, but I don't want to get into that right now. It'd just be too, I guess, unclean. I don't know what the right word is. But yeah, so pretty much, look, bottom left of this box is the 2 of the scale. Bottom left of this box is the 2 of the scale. This is your form 1, this is your form 4, by the way. And we're in the major scale just to name the scale degrees. We'll do minor in a second. And look, I mean, 5 is right here, 5 is right here. You can see how it's like 2, 5, 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 5, 1. You just got to move that up because of the B string. Move it up that 1 fret. Okay, hopefully that helps. Move it up because of that B string. And then we'll even do it right here. So look, how do I know which notes are right here? Which degrees, scale degrees are go here, 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 and here? Well, I just look right here. Okay. Looks like it's a 6, a 1, a 3, and a 5. How did I know that? Well, because I already drew it out right there. I'm just copying it down. And then E is the same as E. So obviously this will be a 3 as well. This will be a 5. Now let's go to the minor. Minor pentatonic is I think that's the fan favorite anyways. Alright, let's do the whole thing here. Well, I guess we'll start off with the greens, because, sure. Look. 1, the 1. This is the most important note, by the way. It's the home. This is the one where when you land on it, it sounds like you're back at home. As long as you're in the right key. And the key is going to be different depending on whatever song you're playing. Okay, and 4 goes here, obviously. Hopefully you see how I'm determining which ones go where. Flat 7 is this note. It's the I don't want to overcomplicate it by giving them extra numbers or letters, but look, it's the same freaking shape. Okay, flat 7 goes here. 4, 5. Let's do the oranges too. Okay. 1, flat 3, 5, flat 7. And then the E strings are the same. You're in the portal. So, yeah. And of course, you got shapes 2, 3, 4, or 2 and 3 in between these. I just, because if I did it with shape 2, you know, I'd have to, like, I guess, we'll do it, we'll add shape 5 right now. We'll add shape 5 after shape 4, and you'll see why it would get confusing if I did it all at once. So, we know shape 5 is going to look like this. Give me another marker. Here we go. Okay. So we know shape 5. Hold the paper down. Its notes are going to be here, here. Can you see that? Yeah, good enough. Here, 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 and here. Because shape 5 is, once I finish drawing these dots. Alright, let me get one of these babies. Okay. Alright, so now we just have our shape 5 there. Well, shape 5 was actually kind of the most confusing one to look at because you gotta travel through the portal to really see the 3-dot shape. But so we got flat 7. So I guess, yeah, this is why it's confusing going to shape 5, because like really the 3 dots starts boom, 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 and then you travel through the portal down here. So this is the same spot as this, then you move up again, boom, boom. So really, like, top left corner, normally in this situation, it's just kind of a little more confusing to see it that way, but it's the same thing. So we'll start out here, 4, 5, flat 7, 1. We got 4, 5, flat 7, 1. We got, oh, flat 7, same notes right there. And then flat 3, leads into the 4. So, yeah, like, see, this, normally, this part would be, I can even, say we had an extra string, it would be flat 3, 4, and then there's your mini box. But since you got to go through the portal, that's why we end up down here. And then we got the big jump, goes 5 to flat 7, 1 to flat 3. And then it's the same thing over here. Oh, and why I didn't want to do it shape 1 and the shape 2, because now the colors are off. Because this leads into the 2 fret jump. So it'd be like half green, half orange. And then same thing over here. 6, 1, 3, 5. I mean, it's the same notes, just different numbers. That is a video for another time, but I do want to show you what I'm talking about. So 2, 3, because you got 2, 3, 3, 5, 6. Get my hand out of the thing. Okay, cool. And it's like, well, why does that help? Because, one, you don't have to learn which notes are bendable every single time. Actually, let me even just show you. Let me just show you for an example. Let's bring this one back. So these notes are the exact same as these notes. This is form 4. So form 1, these notes in this box are the exact same as these notes in this box. And then I'll just show you. You can listen. I'm gonna pick. I definitely have one over here. Here we go. Alright, hopefully you can see me. So here we are in our form 1. This is the box that I outlined in blue. It's the same as this. It's the same box that I outlined in blue in form 4. So it's like, okay, you're like, I want to move that somewhere else. You don't have to even think about it. You just gotta go to where that's got the 3 boxes, the 3 1 fret jumps in a row, and it's the same positions within the box, and it's the same notes. So it's helpful. Like, okay, so sometimes even when I'm trying to figure out one of these songs for the lessons, it's like I feel like it's definitely the right notes, but it just doesn't sound right. It's like maybe it's the same note in a different spot on the fretboard, because like this, yeah, this note right here would be the same as this note right here. Like, the higher string you go, even if it's the same note, it's the thinner the string, it almost sounds a little bit higher, even though it's the same pitch. So that's kind of where it's helpful. I mean, you can move wherever you want to go on the fretboard, and it's the same note. It's just an easier way to think of it like that. And how else it is cool? Oh, you don't have to learn, like, so it's like you don't have to learn every single which notes sound good to bend. It's like you just gotta learn. You don't have to learn it for every single shape. You just gotta learn it for the 2 boxes, which notes sound good to bend, and then you can move those 2 boxes to any of the shapes. Hopefully that makes sense. And then the last thing that's cool about it, or I'm sure there's more, but I forgot about them for right now. But so it's like, okay, so the pentatonic scale is just 5 notes of the 7-note major scale. I feel like I wasn't even in that video. The pentatonic scale is just 5 notes of the full major scale. It's like, how do I add the 2 notes to all the 5 shapes? Like, that's so much to memorize. Well, look, I call it, well, you know what, we'll do this. Okay, here's our mini box. I call it the hurricane shape. So all you gotta do is add a note there, a note there. It's like one at the bottom, you go an extra way this way, and at the top you go an extra way that way. Why do I call it the hurricane? Well, because here is, or Beyblade is the other kind of thing that makes me remember where they go. Here's your regular 1 fret jump each way. Kind of looks like a hurricane or a Beyblade, see what I'm saying? There's other ways to think of it, but that's the one that I think of. It's like, so I don't even have to, no matter what shape I'm in, I know when I'm at this part, it's the hurricane shape. Like, I should have drawn a, I'll pause the video at the end and I'll draw form 4 and do the same hurricane shape just to explain it a little better. But yeah, like, no matter what shape you're in, if you're at this part, no matter what form you're in, if you're at this part, the other 2 notes are boom and boom. And then for this one, the 2 fret jump, bigger box, I call it the balance / peace symbol. And as you can see, and this made more sense to me until I drew it. I'll still explain why I call it that in a second, but so here's your thing. It's like, here's your big box. Okay, well, the first one, it goes on this side, and the second one, it goes on this side. And it's kind of, it made a lot more sense before I actually drew out the balance symbol, and now it's like, okay, I don't really know how I got that, but no, I see it. It's like, kind of got this like swirly there, and swirly there, you got the swirly there, swirly there. It's just, that's what it, whatever mental picture you can think of to memorize where these 2 notes go. Like, seriously, it's just the first of these 2, the bottom one, you go up 1 and then you skip. Top one, you skip and then you go up 1. Whatever shape you can think of that works for you, great. This is the one that works for me, and hopefully helps memorize it. And then yeah, so it's like, you don't have to memorize for all 5 of the forms where the other 2 notes lie. You just gotta memorize for the 2 boxes. This one and this one. Where do those notes lie? and then it works for all 5 of the forms. And then let me just cut real quick. I'm gonna draw form. We'll go with form 3. You know what? Because that one needs some extra love. And I'll show you how to add these 2 extra notes and how simple it is. 1 sec. Okay, yeah. So here we go. Here's our form 3. Let's add the missing notes to make it the full diatonic scale. Well, first the Beyblade technique, or hurricane, whatever you want to call it. Make up your own thing too. Look. There's our hurricane. Beyblade thing. Okay, cool. Now let's go to the other one, peace sign, balance symbol. Cap this pen. Okay. Balance symbol. Yeah, we got the break because of the B string. We got that little 1 fret mini jump, but I mean, that's the pattern, no matter what shape you're in. If you're at this one where it jumps 2 in a row, boom, boom. Yeah, so that's it. And then, I mean, let's just finish out drawing the rest of the notes around it, just to see the whole scale in action. So here's our form 3. So our form 2 would be here. Now we got our form 2. Oh, I'll draw the greens and the reds. Well, yeah, 1 sec. Alright. There's our form 2. Yeah, you know what? I'll do it right now. So we're gonna switch right now because just to make the colors match still. Alright, we gotta do the balance / peace sign. Boom. There's our missing note. And then we want our Beyblade. Well, here's our shape where we jump 3 frets, or where we jump 1 fret, the mini box. Look, I mean, the B string, gotta move everything down that 1 fret, but look, boom, boom, boom. Sure, it doesn't look that much like a Beyblade right now, but if you really get ingrained in your head that the B string, you move, for the sake of the patterns, move everything up 1 fret. And then look, here's our Beyblade. Okay. Awful drawing, but you get the idea. And then, alright, let's do it with, here's our form 3. Let's go to form 4. So it'd be like boom, 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 boom. Okay. Cap you up. Alright, well, start off with the old balance symbol. There it goes. And since this string is the same as this string, remember the portal? It goes right there. And then what do we have left? We've got the old mini shape. One of them is already filled in, because remember this is the B string right here. So right now we have D, whoops, G, crap, and B. So remember you gotta move it up that 1 fret for the B string. That's why it's off a little bit, but there you go. There's your hurricane. / Beyblade. There you go. And yeah, I hope y'all think it's cool. Peace.